Now, it is time for the news at noon.
There's a whole lot going on in this world. It's time to catch up. Here's the news at noon. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
Producer Ray Dunn has compiled some very interesting stories for the news at noon. What do you got, Ray?
All right. It's funny we got to San Diego because that's where we're going to start today. This was interesting to see because I like to think how we'd react to it here in Philadelphia. Mookie Betts apparently has a podcast.
Oh, my God.
I don't know.
He has a podcast, too?
Yeah, On Base with Mookie Betts. So if you want to check that out, that's
I guess
great.
he's starting early. I don't get this. Pay attention to baseball, man.
Well,
all right, go ahead.
That's where this comes into play.
Oh, okay.
Because this week, the guest on Base, Fernando Tatis.
All right, you guys teammate and right in the middle of a division race.
Not his teammate, his rival.
Oh, that's right, his rival. I'm sorry.
Tatis during Dodgers-Padres.
His rival.
For the division.
Yeah, you don't have any rivals anymore.
This
These
is
guys
how
blend.
Well, he tried to address
each other.
He tried to address the fact that, hey, why are the two of you doing this right now?
A lot of people in the chat, and I'm sure in the comments and whatnot, are thinking that they're saying that it's funny and kind of crazy that we're doing a podcast right now in the midst of the race. And so my take on it, and I'll let you talk, but my take on it is during the game, like we'll be fighting to win the game. Like that's a given. That's between the lines, right? But I think I may have said it before, like the brotherhood that's created playing this game is what you'll always remember. Mm-hmm. When we get older, we're going to always remember Tatis as a great player, right? But I'm going to remember who you were. Yeah. The person that you are, how you treated me, our relationship more than the baseball stuff. And so for me, like right now, we're living a normal life.
Yeah, this is fire.
This is a normal. And now when the game starts,
we're fighting.
We're fighting, right?
Yeah. See, here's what players don't realize. That doesn't resonate with fans. They really couldn't care less that you and Mookie are boys. That's in fact. In a lot of ways, fans don't want to see that kind of thing. They want to see the ultimate competition. They don't want to see. Now, again, the world has changed, but I blanch when people are too friendly at first base. I blanch when Bryson Stott goes up to somebody who just hit a double and is going to yuck it up with him. I don't like that stuff.
It doesn't bother me as much with baseball. The other three sports with the physicality, even basketball that has a physical side to it, I don't like it. But with baseball, I mean, really, if you're nice to the guy at first base, what does that do? It's not like you're going to hit the guy 2 minutes later.
You know, it's funny. This was a story that Bryce Harper was involved in and why he's friendly and the whole bit. He said he got iced out early in his career. He said those guys like Buster Posey and whoever's playing first base, old school guys, they iced him out until he earned it.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said. You ever see Tom Brady, who's calling the game this weekend against the Eagles, talk about he always would try to be really nice to the defensive linemen and pat him on the butt and everything. And he tried to do it to Ndamukong Suh. And Ndamukong Suh turned to him and said, "I ain't your friend." He was like, "Oh, man." Like, that was the type of player I think fans want.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I'm from a different era where competition was you hated the enemy. Really?
I try to understand it, but if I was a Dodgers or Padres, like a Padres fan waking up today, you lost 2 or 3, you watch the Dodgers celebrate. Am I like, oh yeah, that's great, Tatis and Betts hanging out, that's fun? I know, I'm livid. I'm livid because we lost the division, and now I got to see these two chumming around, having fun, and we got to go play a wild card series next week.
What about when the football game ends and they're exchanging jerseys on the field and they're hugging, and I mean, it's the reality of modern athletes.
I get it. It's the reality. But I think if I was out there right now, I probably would not be taking kindly to look.
Well, as I was saying, they don't get it. Like, he went off on saying, well, we're supposed to be enemies, but fans want you to be the enemy. Like, they don't care that you're rubbing elbows for Francisco Tatis. I bet you if you're a Dodger fan, you don't like that. And I bet you're a Padre fan, although those fan bases are so soft anyway. I don't know. All right.
They're at the beach right
now.
Yeah,
move on.
All right, very short second clip here for you. Justin Fields went on Cam Hayward's podcast, and they were asking about coaching differences in different situations, and I think Justin Fields is starting to feel himself a little bit after this start with the Steelers.
Coaching Pittsburgh or Chicago.
That was a sniper. Come on.
Coaching Athens or Columbus.
So it gives you the Ohio State answer there at the end. But Justin Fields, his face, as they ask him about coaching between Chicago and Pittsburgh, he gives the smirk, like, look at what I'm accomplishing right now in a much better place. Is that confidence right now warranted given the offense of the Steelers?
No, because I got him losing this weekend. So he's going to get a comeuppance this weekend. The Steelers are going down this weekend.
Well, you also got to realize Chicago gave up on Justin Fields.
Yeah.
I mean, they decided you're not good enough. We're going to get rid of you and draft Caleb Williams. So there's some hostility there, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't know. The quick answer there with the smirk seemed like he's, yeah, you gave up on me. I'm having a big start to the season. I don't know if it's that big of a start to the season.
Now, I will agree with him. I don't think Matt Eberfluss is a very good head coach.
No. It is funny that the Steelers being complimented for their offensive coaching given the last couple of years. Last thing for you here, Gronk was on Up and Adams with Kay Adams talking about getting calls after the Chiefs get a pair of calls the last couple of weeks. And he thinks they get more calls than the Patriots dynasty did.
Do the Chiefs get calls? Do they get better calls than the Patriots got?
I would say so. I mean, I didn't really get calls. I mean, I was double teamed. I was basically executed off the line of scrimmage half the time and 5 yards into the route. And then they would call pass interference on me when I was trying to get the guy off of me. Remember when I hit Tre'Davious White? Because he held me 4 times in one play, and then Tom threw the interception to him. And then I finally flipped out because that was the 50th time I got held that year. So then I gave him the people's elbow just like that, like it was a WWE ring. And it was just, a bang-bang play. I didn't mean to do that. But it just happened because I was frustrated by not getting any single calls at all. So, yeah, the Chiefs get way more calls than the Patriots. I mean, I don't even remember getting calls.
Really?
I mean, specifically for myself, I didn't even get any calls. Maybe as a team, I don't know. I don't remember those calls. But specifically,
you
myself.
You think the second somebody touched
No.
Brady, flags weren't flying? Really?
I mean, I don't remember those ones, okay? I'm just talking about myself. Tom might have gotten some calls, but...
Oh, he doesn't remember much because he's a freaking meathead.
Yeah.
But that was actually a lucid answer.
Yeah, he's
he's worried about himself. He got held, and of course you're in denial about the Tom Brady thing because every Patriot that played with him was in denial about that.
And there was no bigger Patriots call than the tuck rule. I don't think Gronkowski was there, though, for the tuck rule.
Yeah, a little bit before his time.
Yeah, but
let this be a lesson to you kids out there. Meatheads can also make a lot of money in life. Yeah?
yeah.
It's like with in Departed with
Who was the meathead in The Departed?
well
You're drawing a blank.
Alec Baldwin's character when Mark Wahlberg says I quit or I'm leaving 2 weeks without pay or 2 weeks with pay. The world needs more bartenders.
Yeah.